Planetside 2 guys, boom, what is going on? I've been having much fun back in Planetside 2 after having a long AFK time away from it. It's been obviously bringing back all the crazy memories of the epic scale battles and stuff. So I've got some footage here just to show you. It's a mix and match of some like air play, some tank play and some infantry. And for the infantry it's normally light assault which I play the most. I've got tons and tons of certs. He's pretty maxed up actually, so that's my favourite class. It's the one I actually started with, and I do find that I do encourage people, especially new to the game, to try it out because it gives you a lot more mobility with having the jetpacks over the other four classes, sorry. So like in most FPS games there is 4 classes mainly. There's the sniper, the engineer, the medic and the heavy guy with the rocket launcher and stuff. So there's a mode for everyone's playstyle I really think, but if you like mixing it up, this is like probably one of the most perfect things because like I say, it's got all the vehicles in, the squad play, like platoons and stuff. There's like 40-man platoons. Each server's got a couple of thousand people on, and you can see on the screen it looks very, very pretty at night time. And they've actually just done a big performance upgrade, so if you played it like a few months ago and you are struggling to run it, you should definitely have a check back now because they did do a big update recently and it's allowed me to actually up my graphics a bit even while recording in the big battles and stuff. So it does, like obviously like I said, it does look absolutely beautiful. So swapping back to this little clip here, we're rushing across the bridge. It was sort of like the old World War II thing where everyone's like just charging into this little complex to try and take it out, and the snipers all over the place, and this was a lot of fun. So it's I play on the Woodman server as Vanu, and the name's EpicZaqq, so don't be afraid to add us in. I'm always looking for people to play with. Hopefully, I know a lot of the Eve YouTubers now are starting to play Planetside 2, so it would be really awesome if we could get like a big like Eve YouTube squad going. That would be pretty insane. Some decent videos there, because we'll probably be playing Planetside and talking about Eve PvP all the way through it, knowing us guys. And like I say, I've been having loads of fun again with this Planetside 2 game. I do feel that you start to get a bit wound off it when you play it constantly for a long time, because there is no real end gamer, I don't think, other than maxing all your characters up and stuff on different servers and like different races. Obviously there's 3 races in the game, but it's, I mean, like where you compare it to Eve, where you can like get back into null and you can get like a couple of systems like hold solve and stuff like that, sort of the end game, get a titan or whatever, but it depends what you're really into. But I do feel Planetside 2 is a really good distraction from Eve, so, like especially if you've been grinding missions or just like constantly PvPing a lot. It is a really good break, is like in much the way I use Battlefield 4 to break me time up with, and there's no other game I've played like ever that comes close to the scale of Planetside 2's battles. I mean, literally there's a couple of thousand people on a server, and if they're all in the same place fighting over like the one like complex. I know in the Lone Wolf's video he showed some footage of the Crown, and that's classed as one of the like the hot spots for where there's action all the time. It's been the scene of some of the most intense battles in the game. I've been in some like just ridiculously big battles that went on for hours and hours, and it's really like it's hard to describe the feeling because it is like, what the fuck am I doing here? This is like so insane. I mean, I take back like years ago where I first started playing Battlefield 2142, and that was the first game where I'd actually played on some 64-man servers. And there was one of the maps called Camp Gibraltar on Conquest, and you went up this hill when you spawned in, and I remember that feeling of like, Jesus, there's so many people here, even though obviously then it was only 64 people, but you see it on the mini-map, like, just red dots everywhere, and you're thinking, oh my god, this is like the best thing in the fucking world. So you definitely get that feeling with Planetside 2. And some tank gameplay as well. I mean, you can do different things with the tanks. You can have a gunner in there. Everything's customizable in the game. You can do absolutely anything you like. And also another big reason I do like Planetside is because, like I mentioned in my last Planetside 2 video, it really is reminiscent, I think, of what Dust 514 could be on the PC. I mean, this scale battles, I mean, imagine this is like one of the regions in low sec, and you're on a planet and you're fighting over the resources in this little area on this continent of the world, and like these things would just be so good. I know there's lots of people hating on like, Dust 514 is just for a PS3 and stuff, and it's not coming out on next gen. Well, that's the way they wanted it, so that's the way it is. But I do feel in the future especially now with the PS4 and stuff being out. I can see in the future the dwindling of the players of Dust 514. I mean, I'm sure it's got like the old hardcore fan base there, but for the future, I feel it's really grim, and unless they do release it on the new generation consoles at least, or give it a PC release, or totally revamp the game, and like I say, this Planetside 2 format would just be absolutely crazy. I'm sure everyone could agree. You could have drones flying around like for the PV stuff. Oh my god, it would just be... It would be the game everyone would want, and CCP would make a shit ton of cash, because I would have no problem buying the game or subscribing to the game like this for like X amount of like money or whatever, like 15 quid a month for a EVE subscription just to play this. It would just be mind blowing. I mean, you can see the scale of one of the buildings there. I was trying to show like some scale off, and I have, like I say, I have got some other gameplay coming up where I was doing a live com, sort of explaining a little bit more about how the game works and things like that, because like just doing a com like this, it's hard to sort of go through the battle without seeing it for yourself, how it all like unfolds and everything like that. And of course this is a FPS game, but there is a lot in common with EVE Online, especially the learning curve for new players. I did find, even though there's like better tutorials in Planetside 2 now, that you just literally got dropped into the battle, much like in EVE. You just get through into the sandbox and there you go, like the developers just say, right, there you go, go and do what you want. So it's much the same in Planetside 2. If you want to have some fun, you've really got to work towards making it fun for yourself, like by playing in a squad, meeting up with friends and stuff. I mean, it is absolutely possible to play solo, but I don't think it's a lot of fun, like at all. I've played solo without squads, but like most of the time I play solo in squad, so at least you've got some orders from the squad commander or the platoon leader just to follow, and that's where the big battles really come in, and you will see the difference from any FPS game you play. But that learning curve, lads, that learning curve. Also, it's the gunplay is really, I think it's pretty much skill based as well, because it's not like Call of Duty or Battlefield where you can just like die in a few shots. So you do need to have some really decent, persistent aim to take anyone down, especially like at a medium to long range. I mean, you get like an overshield sort of thing that you need to blast through first, and then your health points, which can be upgraded like with the nano armor and all that type of stuff, certificates. So persistent aim is definitely a good thing in the game. I do still tend to find you can get some easy kills if you go for the headshots and stuff, but it just borders that skill level just up a little bit more, which I really like, because obviously Call of Duty and stuff, even though it has had its day, and I did enjoy playing COD a lot back in the time I was playing Modern Warfare 2 and stuff before it started getting absolutely ridiculous. I'm sure everyone who's played it can agree that people just die far too quick and that, but if you want that to happen in Planetside 2, you've really got to use a good aim and go for the headshots. And like I say, there is loads of other weapons you can use, like rocket launchers, and you can use the big max suit as well, and you can swap out all the rocket launchers on that and stuff and just do some serious damage if you just want to plow in there. It's sort of like jumping into an RVB fleet in the dual 1600 plated Vex and just using warriors and like into a frig blob or something. That's the sort of thing. You can always get shit tons of kills, but you'll end up dying in a glorious fire. And I think that just about wraps it up for this video, guys. I do really want to do a little, like a short series on Planetside, just like how to get into the game, like just some like basic starter guides and some helpful hints and stuff. But there's so much going on EVE at the minute that I really want to try and focus on EVE. But I will spam out a couple of Planetside 2 vids here and there, as well as some Battlefield 4 stuff. But obviously the main focus of the channel at the moment is EVE Online for myself, and indeed will be for the foreseeable future. So just summarise, guys, if you want to join Planetside 2 with me and the lads when we finally get ourselves squadded up with all the EVE YouTubers and whoever else wants to join, because like I said, that will be lots of fun, and I've got no issues with squad commanding a bunch of funny lads into like a huge battle, because there will just be so much hilarity, and I think it will be really fun to watch. So I'm playing Vanu on the Woodman server, so if you've got a toon on there, please let us know, or if more people have got toons on other servers, then I'll feel free to swap. But I'll put some announcements out about that in the future. Also, we could be doing some DayZ. I know a few of the lads are playing DayZ now, so same again, add us in. It's just zaqq on Steam, or whatever it is. I think it is, let's have a check. Yeah, it's just zaqq on Steam, so add us in, and we'll get playing. So yeah, I think that about wraps everything up like a boss. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Leave some comments, some feedback if you want to see some more, yes, no. etc, etc, and we'll give Johnny Pure the big 07 there, because I did blow some tanks up in the beginning of this, and that was a bit of the nod to the head to you, bro, so enjoy it, man, enjoy it. That's it, guys. Catch you in the next episode.